Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube. Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and I could not be more excited about today's collaboration. So today's collaboration is with two of the most special people to me on this planet, and that is my twin, Debbie Knoblauch, and her cousin, my other amazing, amazing friend that I'm blessed to have, Danielle Gerstenberger, known as Glamburger here on YouTube. So both of them I met Danielle when I very first started my channel, and she was actually, I believe, my first collaboration. She taught me how to put cards in my videos. She taught me how to schedule my videos when I first started on YouTube, and our friendship has just continued to grow. We've done so many fun collaborations together. We are in the Dirty Half Dozen together, and we've done loads of like holiday collaborations like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. We did a New Year's collab. We did the St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, 4th of July. I mean, you name it, we've done it. We've also done a bunch of one-on-one collaborations, and our very first collaboration together was a Hocus Pocus inspired collab with the Good Sport palette from ColourPop. So I love Danielle so much, and she is such an amazing friend, and she's the type of person who, even though we don't talk every single day, when we do talk, it's like we never stop talking. Like, we can just pick up right where we left off, and she is genuine, down to earth, and honestly one of the most amazing people I've ever met. Well, not met in person, but we know each other. She's one of the most amazing people I know, and she's an amazing mom, she's an amazing friend, and I just love her, and I love her channel. So her channel will be linked above. Please go check her out, subscribe, let her know I sent you, show her some love. And then Debbie Knoblauch is the next person I'm collaborating with, my twin, my best friend. We met through Danielle Gerstenberger actually way back when, and Debbie was one of my subscribers and would comment on my videos, and we talked a few times on Instagram about our chronic illnesses, and we literally share everything in common. And then she was luckily convinced by Danielle and her hubby to start her own channel, and I'm so thankful that she did, because it just drew us closer together. We did our first collaboration, which was a scary movie collaboration, and she did Annabelle the doll, I did the nun from The Conjuring 2, and our bond just continued from there. We have literally everything in common. We share a brain, we're pretty sure, and we have a bond that is just unbreakable. I love her so much, and I'm so lucky to have both of these ladies in my life. Debbie's channel will also be linked above and down below. Please go check her out as well. Subscribe, let her know I sent you, show her some love if you aren't already subscribed to these two ladies, because I know that a lot of you already are. But we are also sisters in faith, because we share the same faith, and that means a lot to us as well, and I think it's a beautiful thing. And I know for a fact that God brought us together, so I know that he knew that we needed each other. So I think that that's amazing, and they actually reconnected with one another through Danielle's YouTube channel as well. So I'm so lucky to be collabing with these two ladies, and I love you both. You know that I do. So without further ado, our collaboration today, we've decided to each choose the palette for each other. So I'm not going to tell you who chose who, because I'll let each person tell you themselves, but the person that chose my palette for me was Danielle Gerstenberger. So I basically sent her photos of a bunch of my palettes. I'm not going to say all my palettes, because that would have been crazy. So I tried to put as many of it as I could on my bed, and I took photos, and out of all the palettes that I have, she selected the Flair palette from Ace Beautē, which happens to be one of my favorite palettes. So I'm really excited to be doing another look with this, and this is what she looks like. absolutely stunning. I love this palette so much, and I think I know kind of what I want to do with it, so I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what other palettes were chosen for the other ladies. I only know the palette that I chose for someone, so I don't know the third person, and I'm not going to tell you whose palette I chose either, but I can't wait to see their looks, and I cannot wait to watch their videos. So while you guys are watching them, while you're watching this, I'll be watching them. So let us get started. So yeah, the Ace Beautē Flair Palette is one of my favorite palettes that I own, and I bought it, I actually did it, my first impressions, as a collaboration with Beautēwn, with Betty Jean here on YouTube, and we were talking on Instagram, and she was like, are you gonna buy this? And I was like, now I am. So I ended up buying it, and I'm so happy that I did. And I actually bought Debbie the same palette and sent it to her as a surprise, because she said it was the one palette that she felt like she had kind of missed out on. So I ordered it directly from Ace Beautē and sent it to her house. She recently talked about that in a recent products that she's gotten video. So I'll link that up here if you want to check it out. It was a Midnight Makeup, Madness More Mystery Mama Mitchell. So you guys know that I do regular collaborations with both of these ladies. And I was like, you know, the three of us have not done one together. We need to make that happen. So we did. So I'm going to go into the shade Mulberry first, right here. And then I'm going to go into the shade next to it called Aubergine. So don't tell me any spoilers, but has anyone seen the second It movie yet? Because I really want to go see it. I plan to hopefully go see it this weekend. I wanted to see it on opening night, but I wasn't feeling well. And I'm still not feeling 100%, but my hubby and I were actually both sick, so I definitely want to go see it, but I also want to know what people think about it. I haven't seen any reviews or anything like that, so don't, like I said, don't tell me anything in depth, but I do want to know. I saw Bill Skarsgård on Good Morning America, I think it was. I don't know. I saw him in an interview, not on the actual show, but like on YouTube. He's actually kind of funny. I mean, he's like a shy person, but he's still pretty funny. And it's just amazing to me how different he looks when he's in costume. So now I'm going to the shade Biscotti first before I go into Aubergine, and that is the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm just going to put that on my brow bone and kind of blend out that mulberry shade. And we were allowed to use whatever shades we wanted out of the palettes that were chosen for us. So that made me happy. Not that I don't like a palette bingo every now and then, but sometimes the color combinations I get with a palette bingo are just like, really? Like when I want to do something, you know, amazing, and then it's like, oh, those are the shades I got. But palette bingos have also gotten me some of my favorite looks that I would never have done if it hadn't been for a palette bingo. So like I said, now I'm going into the shade Aubergine. So yeah, the movie It might be on the schedule for this weekend. I know that if Debbie and I lived closer, we would go see it together, because we both like scary movies. And we both have husbands that don't necessarily love to watch them. I mean, It is definitely a movie that my hubby wants to see, but for the most part, he doesn't watch a whole lot of scary movies with me. But to be fair, I watch like every scary movie there is. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a bad one or a good one. Like, I want to see them all. I also really want to see 47 Meters Down Uncaged, because I saw the original one, and if you haven't seen the original 47 meters down. I can't speak for the new one because I haven't seen it yet, but the original one, oh my word, that was a good movie. That was probably one of the best shark movies I've ever seen. And I've seen pretty much every shark movie there is, so. Okay. So now, to cut crease or not to cut crease? That is the question. I think I don't know. Sometimes I really like a good cut crease, and sometimes I'm like, I don't feel like it. But I think today, I feel like it. So let me grab a paintbrush. This is my new technique that I learned. I talked about it in one of my previous videos. I'm just going to take that cut crease canvas and this paintbrush. Probably shouldn't have taken one that's so frayed. I don't know how this got frayed. Well, let's use this Morphe brush instead. It's just like a paintbrush, but it's not an official paintbrush. But we're gonna try it. And this one I think I can actually use to fill it in a little bit. And I'm just gonna do a half cut crease, not a full one. I'm actually going to lunch with my mom and to the doctor because I've had a fever and I need to figure out why it hasn't gone away. It could honestly just be a flare-up from one of my autoimmune conditions, but I just want to make sure it's not anything more than that, so. Okay. So for now, I know that looks messy with that purple shade, but we'll figure it out. So I'm going to take my finger and just tap that a little bit, just to remove any excess. Very gently. I always use too much, I feel like. I know I do, but I can't help myself. Still want that line to be sharp. I haven't figured out how to tap it out while keeping the line crisp. Okay, so now I'm also going to take some glitter glue because I'm crazy. And I technically, with these shades, don't need it, but I just love glitter glue and shimmers. So I'm just going to tap that wherever I put that cut crease canvas. I already got some of the eyeshadow color I'm going to use on my finger. And I'm going to use my Pac-Man brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Firefly. This is one of the most stunning orange shades I own. And I don't know what it is, but lately I've had a real thing for purple and orange together. I was jealous when Kaylee Wesley did her Blossom look for our Powerpuff Girls collab. I'll try to remember to link that above, but she did a like pink and orange, or like reddish and orange look, and it was so pretty. I love it. I don't know what it is about these two shades together, but I just love them. I just think they go so well together. And I am going to sharpen up the line going around as well, because I didn't bring that mulberry, or not mulberry, that aubergine shade all the way around. So I will do that too. I wasn't thinking I was going to do a cut crease at the time. Isn't that such a beautiful orange shade? The only shade that I like better that's orange than this one, I mean, I have a lot of pretty oranges, but The one that really like speaks to me or stands out, I guess, is the shade Orange Juice from Jeffree Star's Jawbreaker palette. That orange is like stunning. Okay, so I'm just feathering the purple into the orange, and what I want to do is I want to do this, and then I'm probably going to put greens on the lower lash line, because before I did it reverse, where I put greens on the top and then I did purple on the lower lash line, but I want to do it the reverse today. Okay, that is so gorgeous, and it matches my shirt, which is good because I'm going out. All right, let me grab. Have you ever just like had a brush right in front of you and then you go back and it's gone? It's just gone. I guess I'll use this one. My favorite brush for doing the perfect like cut, crease, whatever, is the line to sharpen it up, is the Juvia's Place brush that comes in the tri-colored set that they have, the tri-colored eye brush set. I love that brush so much, and I don't know what I did with it. I just used it for like one of my previous videos, and Debbie even asked me what brush I used, and now I can't find it. Did Debbie swoop in and take it? Debbie. Just kidding. I wish, because that would mean that she was here. Okay, so, and the three of us are going to meet at some point, by the way, and we're going to film, and we're going to have fun, and we're going to watch scary movies on the couch in our pajamas, and it's going to be amazing, and we're going to film part of it. So anyhow, I'm going to clean this mess up, do my base, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I look nuts because I have powder under my eyes, but I have, what am I doing with this in my hand? This is a lip liner, not an eyeliner. Okay, so I did Deep End from ColourPop. Thought I had it in my hand, but apparently I had the lip liner instead. But I did Deep End under my eyes, and now I'm going into the shade Atlantis here, and then I'll go into this shade, which is called Babe Berry. I always want to call it Bay Breeze for some reason. And I'm doing that on the lower lash line, and I'm so excited about it because, like I said, I've always done like the purple on the lower lash line and then the greenish blue on the lid, and this time we're doing it reversed, and I think I like it. I mean, I did for my my destination collaboration, which I'll try to link up here. I run out of cards sometimes, but I did like oranges and yellows on the top, and then I did blue on the bottom, and I just thought, oh, I just got some powder in my eye. I just thought it would be really pretty with this palette to do it this way. So now I'm taking that Bayberry and I put it in the inner corner, and then I'm wrapping it around. I love this shade so much. That's one of my favorite shades in the palette. And I think I want to take one more shade. I might regret it, but I don't think I will. And that is the shade Sherbet, which is this bright lime green. And I think I want to take a little bit of that, or a lot of it, and kind of run it. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Well, I can fix it if I don't like it. I'm kind of just blending out that first shade with it, but maybe I don't. Do I like it? I can't decide. It's turned it more into a green than a blue. Oh, my eye is doing that thing where it waters and then it doesn't want to stick. All right, I'm going back over it with a little bit more Atlantis because I don't want it to be that yellowy green, but it did make it brighter, which I kind of like. Okay, hopefully that'll stick. Okay, now I could take my favorite brush to wipe away powder, and I can hopefully wipe away the fallout. I don't know if I like that better, but yeah, I think I do. I hate that one inner corner so much. I hate that it doesn't stick, or that it doesn't want to stick. And I don't know what on earth just now made my eye want to water. Oh, okay, this brush is actually helping. This is a Blush Tribe brush, and it's actually, okay, now I like it. It made it more the shade of Atlantis. It kind of took the edge of Sherbet away, and it also placed the color back where it was missing. So perfect. Okay, now I'm going to take my Monsieur Big Lancome mascara. I'm like, why do people do that in videos? Well, they're like, and now, I don't know. It reminds me kind of an infomercial, you know? But, ooh, or like Vanna White. I'm the Vanna White of mascara when I do that. I love this mascara so much, and I totally wish I would have purchased 2 during the sale, because I don't know that I'll be able to bring myself to buy it for like $24, but maybe I will. Who knows? And I'm sure they'll have another sale. But mascara is the one thing that we use up the quickest because it goes bad, and you should replace your mascara like once every, I don't know, I replace mine usually once every month and a half just because of how often I use mascara now that I started my channel. So I got the tiniest amount underneath, but for the most part this mascara is pretty good about not getting underneath. Oh, that one part is back. I just have to try one more time. It's because this is probably my 5th makeup look of today. Yeah. Okay, now I feel like I gotta carry that over on this side as well. Ooh, I kind of like that. I've never done that before, where I've run the lower lash line color like all the way over, but I kind of like it. Okay, we just won't look at this side. So for highlighter, I want to take a shade from the palette, and that is the shade Biscotti, the shade I used for my brow bone, this one right here. And I'm just going to, I love this shade as a highlighter so much. I wish there was a shade I could use as a blush, but most of them are a little bit too pigmented. But this Biscotti shade is so pretty, and I love using it as a highlighter. And I used a luminous blush from the Cotton Candy Champagne palette from Beauty Bakery. Alright, so hopefully that stays. I think it looks okay for now. I'm going to go in the shade Dopey from ColourPop. This is similar to a shade I recently used. I don't remember what that one was called. Something 8, something 18, I don't know. I don't know if you can hear Sophie snoring in the background, but she definitely is. She sounds like an old man smudged my lip color. I think Dopey is my favorite color from ColourPop. It's just so pretty. And I did this in my last video. And I dropped it again. I literally feel like this is like deja vu. But I used the Vivid Hot Lacquer. And I just kind of put it in the center because it kind of just takes away the fact that it's like it looks a little bit too red for me. Same thing with the previous one that I had used. I think it's called like So 18 or something like that. I don't know. And it just makes it a little bit more of like a pinky reddish nude. So I gotta spray my face because it's looking a little dry. And what I've been liking lately is setting my face with the Morphe spray. And then I take my Dewy Set Spray, which I found. So happy. I don't know. I literally just set it behind something else. And then it was like, I couldn't find it. So, oh my gosh, Sophie is snoring so loud. So I just tried to put that shade into my box. It fell out, but I will put it in just like I did yesterday, and that just sounded weird. Okay, so my face is really drenched right now, but this is my box. It is literally almost full. And like I said, I'm gonna get a new container this weekend. I just drenched my hair in setting spray. And I have powder in my hairline, which is annoying. Okay, stop complaining. All right, so this is the finished look, and I really love the way it turned out. I like the contrast between the purple, the orange, and then the greenish blue on the lower lash line. I'm glad that I was able to get rid of most of that sherbet color, because while I think that would have been beautiful in a different color combination, for this one I really wanted to keep it more towards like the bluish green. So let me know down below what you guys think, and let me know if you have the Flair palette. Please go check out Debbie and Danielle, see what palettes were selected for them, and see what looks they do, and subscribe. Let them know I sent you. Please, they're amazing. You're gonna love them if you aren't already subscribed to them. I'll be watching them while you are watching this, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.